What up, y'all? My name is Terrence Stewart, and I am an associate clinical social worker in the state of California, and I currently provide psychotherapy. I want to thank you guys for checking out my channel. This is my first video, so what I'm gonna do in this video is just do an introduction of who I am and my purpose of starting this channel. So just a little bit about me. I'm from East Palmdale, California. Born and raised. I went to Cal State Northridge for my undergrad, and I also went to Cal State Northridge as a master's student to get my MSW. So some of my work experience when I first was introduced to working with mental health was working primarily with kids. I work with kids on probation, and I also work with kids who were struggling with mental illnesses such as autism, and at that time it was called Asperger's as well too, and also ADHD. Some of my other experiences come in working in urgent cares and mental health, also working in inpatient hospitals. I also work with adults on parole, providing therapeutic services as well too for a number of years. Currently, I work as a psychiatric social worker providing psychotherapy primarily in the South Central Los Angeles area, pretty much like Compton, Watts area. If anybody knows LA, it's the south of the 105 is where primarily my area I work in. So the reason why I started this channel was because I feel like there's a lot of talk about mental health, right? But there isn't too much context on what mental health actually is. Mental health has become very, very mainstream, which there can be pros and cons to that as well too. So obviously some of the pros is normalizing therapy, but some of the cons I see sometimes is the context that's missing with mental health services and some of the gaps that need to be filled with education around mental health as well too. So that's one of the reasons I started the channel, was just to provide that context, and especially me being a Black male, my lens of what mental health is, and having that unique lens and working in the field, I feel like can contribute to the conversation greatly around mental health. The second reason why I started this channel was to encourage people to seek the help that they need. Now again, some of the cons to mental health, especially it being, so mainstream, still is there's a lot of stigma around it. So I want to use this channel as a platform, and I also want to use this channel as an outlet for people to use as a resource, for people to come in. I'm gonna have some guests that come in to talk to us and speak to us about some of their experiences with mental health. And the ultimate goal is to also reach out, do some outreach and some engagement through this channel to spread the word about mental health as well too. Now, what I also might do is break down some videos, some things I've ran across on the internet and on YouTube and also on social media. I'm gonna break down some of those things as it relates to mental health as well too. So I also might break down some lyrics and some songs as well too. If you guys have been following me already on Instagram and on TikTok, you guys already know I usually put in context as far as how a rapper or a singer or a musician is using mental health in some of the lyrics as well too. So I'll also use this channel to kind of break down some of those songs as well too, just to provide education around how mental health is a part of everything. So if you guys have any topics or anything you guys want me to break down or discuss, most definitely leave your suggestions in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys as far as what questions you guys have about mental health and some of the things that you guys may want to be more educated on when it comes to mental health. Well, I will say this disclaimer as well too, and I'll also put it in my other videos. Don't use this channel as your form of therapy. I can't be your therapist. I am just somebody to provide services. Even though I am a therapist, I cannot be your therapist. Therapy doesn't work from you watching a therapist, right? And I'll give some more education around that as well too. So again, if you guys have not already, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I'm looking forward to providing you guys with insight about mental health.